CLE De Peau limited edition Dreams Express Holiday 2025 collection. Have you been curious? Well, I hope to answer all your questions today with me, Rebecca. I am a fashion and beauty editor who has worked for well over 20 years, more like a quarter of a century. How is that possible? But it's true. With some of the biggest names in fashion and beauty, and that has given me the go-ahead to start Not Fit for Print Beauty, because we're not in print anymore, Not Fit for Print Beauty right here to YouTube, so you can have it this time a digital beauty magazine to look through every day or so here on YouTube. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is the bulk, the majority of, to be honest with you, the limited edition CLE De Peau holiday collection for 2025. This is the Dreams Express collection, all limited edition shades, limited edition packaging, beautiful packaging. It's CLE De Peau, so what do we expect? We're going to talk about it and use it. I have got the limited edition eye color quad for $115. People don't get excited and angry about CLE De Peau like they do about Louis Vuitton. They just don't press the angry button on people. That's interesting to me. Here it is, just so you can look at it. $115. That's crazy! It is. But it's beautiful. And we have the Luminizing Face Enhancer, $98. What? Look at that packaging, though. It's got like a little like area on it. It's just, I don't know, it's just really... And look at the product, too, with the brush in there. What? It's so pretty. And look at the lipstick case, $67. You're paying. This is luxury. I was going to say maybe they don't get attacked by the rageful makeup people. I need a name for the people that get angry about makeup. The angry makeup people? I need something more aggressive than that. Anyway, maybe they don't get attacked because they know that they're such luxury, but then Louis Vuitton wouldn't have gotten attacked if that rationale held up. So it doesn't really. At any rate, maybe it's just not quite as popular. I don't know. So this is $67, and it's in that limited edition holiday shade Ruby Spark, which is like a warm ruby red. I am still wearing red lipstick. I still love it. Like I'm now feeling like I'm not clothed without a really contrasting lip shade. This was new for me. Even when I was first on YouTube, I was all about the nude lip. And I've really switched over. Like I said in another video, they're saying for fall, we're really going to start going into brown lip shades. If you like brown lip shades, it's your time. The 90s really back. I still love a red, but I like a warm red. And they're calling this, it doesn't look that warm to me. We're going to go outside into the warm California sunshine in a moment, so you can see it outside in the light. And I'm going to do it in direct sunlight and indirect sunlight so you can kind of see. They're calling this a warm ruby red. I think it's still a little cool leaning, but we'll know by how it looks on me, to be honest. And there's always timestamps below for those of you that are in a rush and need to see what you need to see and get moving. I get it. So that's why I do provide timestamps. So the packaging is gorgeous, not really traditionally holiday looking packaging, except that it's going to be a beautiful gift, but it's, you know, kind of floral, and the names of it are kind of funny too. That the eyeshadow, the eye color quad, which is, like I said, $115. I took the brushes out. That's called Pastel Tea Safari. It's refillable. So you can put other CLE De Peau eyeshadow quads in there. Pastel Tea Safari. I was like, I feel like they did like a Mad Lib where they just put like words together. Pastel, okay. Tea, all right. Safari. Not what I would think to go together, but there is a pastel kind of safari that's a peacock on here. Peafowl, which would make sense because they have called the Luminizing Face Enhancer Radiant Peafowl. Wait till you see this. We're going to look at it in the swatch outdoors, but that is very opaque and glittery. And we've talked about glitter on this channel before too. I don't feel like you have to stay with the trends in makeup, but if you want to keep up with the trends in makeup, glitter is making a comeback. Not glitter that has fallout, not chunky glitter, not hard glitter, but like teeny little bits of noticeable sparkle, which I suppose we would call glitter is definitely having a time right now and not seen as young as it used to be. You know, for a while there it was kind of a high schooly thing if you wore glitter. It's definitely having enjoying a resurgence. So watch for that. And you can see it when it's in the luxury products. It'll trickle down into all of the products that we use. And it is extremely holiday coded, right? To be glittery. It's where we wear glitter during the holidays. All right, let's take these products right now outside into the warm California sunshine. There is our limited edition eye color quad in Pastel Tea Safari. Next to the Luminizing Face Enhancer in Radiant Peafowl. And underneath it is, take a look at that lipstick. That's the holiday shade Ruby Spark. It's supposed to be a warm ruby red. Ruby red is usually seen as cool. Maybe it's neutral. I still think it's kind of cool. What do you guys think of it? And I try to get it in direct and indirect sunlight for you there outside. All right, let's go ahead and try it on. I'm ready. I want to start with the lipstick because, like I said, I feel undressed when I'm not wearing a contrasting lip shade. So in the tube, it does actually look a little bit warmer than the Ruby name would. So let's see how it goes on. Oh, on me, it's looking warmer too. Yeah, I know it's not in the corners of my mouth. I'm just trying the shade. Goes on nice and smoothly. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're doing a red without a pencil? I just don't want it to affect anything. If CLE DE PEAU had put a lip pencil, maybe they did and I didn't notice, in the collection, that'd be one thing. Very hard to find a red that isn't a little bit fussy when it goes on. They do exist. This one is not, this one gets a medium grade for fussy. It's really not too bad at all. I like to use a nice dense eyeshadow brush on lips. I don't like, look, I messed up because I was talking. I don't like lip brushes because they're long and they're flimsy. I don't feel they give you precision. So, trying to fix my mistake there. Anyway. I'll get it a little bit better when I'm not on camera with my red lipstick performance anxiety. But that is actually a pretty shade. It really kind of went on warm. I guess neutral. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Is this a warm shade? Cool? Neutral? I can't decide. It's a pretty shade. All right, let's take a look at what we have. I do have some blush already on Lancome. And that will be listed below. All of these products will be listed below for you to check out. Plus, where I can, wherever YouTube supports the products, I will have them up here in YouTube Shopping that you can click on. YouTube Shopping is really nice. So we have, as you saw, Sonia G brushes that we're working with here, including some of her brand new Traditions brushes. So let's take a look here. I'm going to start with this shade right here in the CLE DE PEAU. And just kind of cover the eye with it. When I first saw this palette, I was a little bit concerned because I thought it was a little bit cool toned for me. But these browns really make it, no pun intended, down to earth. And it's kind of a purpley brown. The lilac, I look good in purple tones because I have green eyes, but lilac gets a little cool for me, but I think I can pull this off. Well, let's try it anyway. I'm going to switch brushes and go into this darker brown shade. The gold that you see over it is a very pretty gold leaf, but it is an overspray. I think you guys figured that out, but it never hurts just to let you know. And I'm going to run that under and into the outer corner, and this is very pretty. There's a lot of skincare in, well, a lot of the eyeshadows sold today, but especially the CLE DE PEAU shades have a lot of skincare in them. Isn't that pretty? That's just the browns. And it goes on so smoothly, and that's why CLE DE PEAU has so many fans. Those skincare ingredients in it really lend it, you know, very easily used. Okay, I am going to take the same brush, Sonia G brush, and go into the pink. And I think I'm going to do the pink in the inner corner and maybe onto the eye. Now, if I didn't have you guys sitting here with me today, I think that I would pick either the pink or the lavender purpley shade. I don't think I would do both, but you guys are with me here, and I kind of want to show you all the shades. So there's the pink. It's very subtle in the inner corner. And if I were to take a new Sonia G brush and go into, also Traditions brush, and go into this pink here, let's just put that onto the eye a little more. And then I'm going to take that same brush and go into the lilac and go over the pink. I just want you to see the pink a little more. It's kind of a golden pink, and it sits nicely. It doesn't go muddy over that kind of tan color I had on there. Okay, now this purple shade, just accenting the mobile lid so I could pull it off. Yeah, that doesn't go on as cool or icy as I thought it would. It's the icy that I like to avoid. My skin tone and icy aren't really best friends. Let me put it on a little bit more exaggerated so that you guys can see it. And it's taking over the pink, but that's okay. You saw the pink. I think the pink is still under there showing up a little bit. Does it work with that red lipstick? This is supposed to be one look. I'll have to be honest with you. I would do a pinker lipstick than this if left to my own devices, I think. I don't know if this is a look I'll wear. Sometimes I create a look on here and that's the way I wear it from then on. I don't know if this would be. I think the lipstick is lovely. I think the eyeshadow is lovely. I wouldn't put on that much of the purple because it can go a bit icy. But I don't know if I would pair these together outside of talking about the collection. Would you? Give me your opinion. Now, we spoke about glitter a little bit ago, so let's go ahead and try this out. I have a fluffy Sonia G Sky brush, but we might want to also see what we think of the included brush, which looks a little bit more dense, a little bit denser. So I'm going to go in here. You could pick and choose shades, but I'm just going to do this. Okay, so I have way overdone it. This is more than I would advise you to ever put on, but I wanted you to see it does have an icy tone to it. It is fairly opaque and a little bit sparkly / glittery. It's not going to fall out. I don't think that I would suggest you put on this much. If you do, it does go a bit white, doesn't it? And that's with a fluffy brush. This is a little bit more of a dense brush that CLE De Peau included. So let me just go in there. By the way, just FYI, it's prettier with this brush, by the way. Even when you do it, it lets you kind of make a line with it. So I actually do think that you should use the included brush, believe it or not. There it is with the included CLE De Peau brush. And here it is with a much fluffier brush. By the way, I never finished my sentence. There is a little bit of a fragrance associated with these products. It's a little bit, smells like kind of like a little bit floral and a little bit skincare-y. It is not migraine inducing for me anyway. You have to know how your body reacts. It's not intensely floral like some Chanel or Dior, but CLE De Peau does have that kind of like slightly floral skincare element to it. Eyes is included, but it smells almost like a moisturizer, like you know when a moisturizer has that slightly floral scent. Are you with me? Does that make sense? It's a little bit of that. Okay. So if we take a look here, and I went to town with that violet shade, which I wouldn't do for my own use. And I certainly went to town, especially on this side, with the highlighter. I really wanted you to see how it works. I have to tell you, together, I think this collection is beautiful alone. If I were using this on my own, I would skip that lavender. It's just not really my shade. And I will be entirely honest with you. I think this lipstick is beautiful and the case is beautiful and I love the shade. I'm not loving it with the eye look, even though it's one collection. Would I love it more if I hadn't used the kind of a lavender shade on the eyes? Probably. I just think it doesn't really go with that. I would go a pinker shade. But will I wear the lipstick with other things? Yeah, but I need your vote. Is this a neutral, warm, or cool shade? Sometimes when you don't know, I feel like you got to go with neutral, right? I don't know. At any rate, you guys tell me. Fun collection, but very, very pricey. I mean, I have so much money in makeup sitting right here that it's almost, what would the kids say, low-key shameful? That's how I've always felt about CLE De Peau. I mean, it's beautiful, but when you buy CLE De Peau, that's luxury makeup. So you might think it's obscene. You can let me know down below. As long as we're all polite to each other, I will definitely engage in the back and forth. I'd love to meet you guys in the comments and talk about it. So let me know what your thoughts are. Check it out either up here in YouTube Shopping or down below. Come check out more from my channel over on Instagram. It's where I do all my swatch comparisons. Plus, I'm on TikTok, we're on Facebook, and we have a group that meets once a week, a membership here on YouTube, and we do lives once a week, so I would love to see you there too, and all that information is down below. So make sure to share, like, and of course, subscribe. YouTube recommends channels that you've seen, I know, but when you actually click subscribe, it costs you nothing, and it helps me grow. So I do appreciate it. Make sure that you do that, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.